Remember, the YouTube ads feed the ducks. Good morning, everybody. It's July the 1st of the Duck Adventure, and happy Canada Day, my fellow Canadians. And today we've got some ducklings. We got one guy. The door is a little foggy right now, so I had to open it. And I had to do a bit of an emergency rescue, but I've got one guy right there. I don't know if I can get a shot here. It's hard to get zoomed in. We're a day early. So there's one, and then there's two in this tray that have broken right out. They're laying half in their shells, half out of their shells. That guy there, and that guy there, and then over here we've got one that's broken off the end of his shell. We've got two others I had to help in there, which they're working their way out. But other than that, there's no other pips. Muscovies, absolute complete failure. I wouldn't say absolute complete because we got two birds, but it's not a good situation. They're we're going to be doing 60 ducks in a carburetor tomorrow and see what's going on. But look at this. Look at these little things. And can you pick out yesterday's? I'll leave that up to you guys. They're so cute. All right, well, the morning of reckoning. Let's go outside and see what we caught in our trap. Now, last night, I'm trying to think here. It was around midnight. I heard a lot of commotion outside. Ducks were going nuts. They're all at this end of the pen, and the only thing I could think of was the trap. Something was in the trap, or it was going around. I'm just looking here. Okay, my trap's gone. What? Okay, that it's moved. All right, where is the trap gone to? Okay, live traps aren't supposed to be dragged away. All right, well, that's bizarre. Okay, the critter. Let's take a look here. Well, how did he do that? Okay, people, I put a ton of dead duck in there, and it's all gone. And the trap's empty. Now, couldn't it be insects that quick overnight? Let's look in here. Okay, this is so he was here. And just looking here, we can see any trails. Yeah, there's his feet. There's his paw marks. Oh, it was a coon. That's a coon print. Alright, so we got coons coming here at night too. Yeah, there's another print. You can see the long fingers. It's not a paw. See? We got a coon. So coon was here last night, screwing with the trap. That's that isn't a paw print. So I gotta keep an eye out for this. And the worst part is now, it's bizarre. I've had the gun up before with Doug and never had a problem, and I shot it, never had a problem. And then yesterday, nailing the crows, Doug's all screwed up today. So I've got to condition Doug to guns, and so it's like, I'm walking around with a gun and Doug's freaked out. So I got two things to deal with now. I got to train Doug to not be freaked out about guns, which makes no sense. Why the first time I had the guns out, it didn't even faze him, and now it's driving him nuts. So unless the coon took his fingers and he just basically took the little piece at a time, don't think it makes any sense. Because that is gone. The glob of what I had in there. So I think what I'm going to do today, I'm going to take a chunk of meat, and I'm going to from the duck, and I'm going to hang it in there. And I'm going to hang it so that it can't be touched from the sides. And we'll try that and see if he goes in there. Oh man, it would have been so nice to come down here and and had the fox or even a coon. Coons are just as bad. I'm just looking if there's any other tracks here in the mud. No other tracks here. So, Mr. Coon, we got a coon. Or curveballs on the duck adventure. Well, I set the trap back up. I'm not gonna let the ducks out yet. It's too early, and I gotta have my coffee yet. But and I got lots of work to do outside. So when I'm working outside today, I'll let the ducks out. I gotta catch this guy, and I gotta be out here with the shotgun. And Doug's hiding, and he thinks I got the shotgun right now, and I'm down in the swamp. He's just one screwed up puppy. Poor guy. He did so well with the gun at first. But look at this. Oh, they're so cute. I've been leaving the door open on the barn so they can come and go as they please. And they're at nighttime. They're inside. So let's go take a look inside and see, what kind of mess they made on their food, because I filled the food up in the water. So they got water outside and water inside right now because we're in the transition period of moving them out. And yeah, oh well, there's about an inch of water in that one. Well, half an inch actually, and that one's about half an inch also. That was bone dry. And the barn is filthy. Yeah, I gotta clean this barn out today. That's the plan. I'm cleaning the barn. Oh, there's Doug. Dougie, you see? Oh, Doug was in the mud. Doug, he knows there's no guns in the barn. Oh, well, he thinks there's no guns in the barn. Poor guy. Anyways, we're gonna clean this out today. I gotta get the outside building set up for the ducks because the ducklings are moving in here tomorrow. Whatever starts hatching here, and think positive. We're gonna have lots of ducklings hatching. Well, people, the Duck Adventure's getting another curveball here. We've got an extreme weather warning coming. We've had this heat wave. There's a big cold front coming in from the west, and right now, I just was on the radar. They got a big warning, and they're calling for an inch of rain in 1 hour. That's a lot of water in 1 hour, and I was on the radar, and it's just east of us. It's only about 60 kilometers from us right now, the storm, and it's pink on the radar. It's pretty nasty. Last time I saw the pink on the radar, we had a washout here. The garden got washed out, everything got washed out. So I gotta come up with something here to protect the little Muscovies here, because I've got them in a 4-foot pool here on the back deck. And this rainfall is going to be just a little too much if we get that kind of water coming down. So I gotta come up with something to cover this, so that they don't get pounded, because the day-old guys just couldn't handle that kind of storm. The other ones could handle getting that wet, but it's absolutely gorgeous out. Like, it's beautiful out right now. It's like 31 Celsius. The humidity is actually starting to drop, which is strange with the storm coming, but that is the rain. Look at this, our midget duck, or tiny, or whatever we're going to call this thing. I think we'll call this one midget duck, the other one dwarf. But he's just starting now to get some fluff. Seriously underdeveloped duck. I don't understand this thing. Considering how old it is, that's like 3 weeks old. But the Muscovies just stick to him. Like, look at them. They all just, like, they're snuggling up to him. And that's all they do, is they keep snuggling up to him. So I've got to come up with something here on the back deck to cover this up. I got to go down to the garage or the back shed and find something. I got to have something here I can cover this, just to keep the rain off of this pool. But I gotta go move the feeders in the duck pen. I gotta put them underneath the tarps, because the feeders that I have for the ducklings, I don't have a roof over it, and I'm supposed to be building this enclosure for them. And this storm coming, I'm holding off here, because usually storms like this, they pass through and then it's over, and I'm hoping that's the case. It's going to pass through, it's going to over, and I can come out here and work this afternoon. But I got to get this done, because we are having a hatch this weekend. The ducklings are hatching. So far there's 6 that are come out of their shell, so it's happening. It's tomorrow is the Actually, today we should see a lot of pipping through, and tomorrow should be the big, the big hatch, hopefully. But this, I'm really mad, that I got these ducks locked up. This is just, this fox thing, coming right into my yard like this. And the fact that Doug now, he's, Doug seriously screwed up over the gun. I got some serious training to do with that poor dog. Which was, just bizarre, because I've shot it before with him, and it didn't phase him. And actually, I'd get the gun out, and he'd get excited. And then yesterday, shooting the crows, he's a mess. He's still a mess. It's 24 hours now, and he's hiding in the house. He won't even come out. And thunderstorms, he barks at them. He isn't afraid of them. So I don't know. The poor dog. Like I said, I got some work for the. But right now, I can't let him out, and I've got. The adult ducks locked up here, which is just, I hate locking them up. But it's for their own safety, and I've got a hunch, that we've lost a lot more ducks than we think. I haven't done a census, count them, but based on the fact the way they were freaking out yesterday, and then that clump, and I discovered, it was a fox. They've done this now that I can remember 3 times in the last, as many days. And I'm trying to think of before it's happened before. So I'm just wondering, how many times this fox has come into the yard, grabbed the duck, just dragged it off, off the edge of the property, off the edge of the lawn, and then, gnawed down on it, because they can't go very far with it. They eat them basically close to where they're killing them, because they just can't, drag away a duck that big, that far. It's not like a coyote where it could, actually take it back to the den. The fox is, going to have a bit of a time dragging an 8-pound duck, 6-pound duck. When the thing weighs 10 pounds. So I got a call into my buddy. He's got a tree stand. I think I'm going to set up a tree stand. There's a big spruce down there that I can put a tree stand in, and I might be doing some tree stand sitting. But if the ducks were just out of the lake, that's the problem with this whole thing, is the fact that they refuse to go to the lake. And if they were on the lake, the fox couldn't get them. That's the bottom line. Because last year, we had 171 ducklings on the lake, and and we lost no ducks last year. We've lost more ducks this year, in the yard, and that's the problem, is they're hanging in the yard. So I got to get my weed whack. As soon as I get this hatch out of the way and we get set up, with the barn for the new wave, and I can focus on getting this, the path cleaned out and get it nice and wide, so the ducks can get down to the lake fast, and and get them down there. If I help them get down there in the morning, we get them in the water. As soon as they're in the water, that's it. It's the fox is out of luck. He isn't going to come in. There's going to be nothing in the yard. The problem is, ducks on land they're a sitting duck. That's the bottom line. They're useless on the land. Get them in water, they're safe. They can get away from their predators, but I gotta go get ready for this storm. I can feel it blowing in. It's going to be a good downpour, and like I said, I've got to figure out something for these ducklings. That I can get them in, somewhere that is dry, or something to cover that pool. I gotta come up with something. So I'll let you know what I come up with here. Getting ready for this big dump. Well, I had a chunk of plywood that off the death incubator crate, so I've just laid it on top here, just for this massive downpour that we're about to get here. So the sky's doing lots of weird things. I was on the radar, and it's pretty nasty what's headed towards us. So they're talking like another hour it'll be here. So, but the ducks, just listen to them. This being a complete lockdown, until I get this predator problem solved, I'm pretty well screwed, and the ducks are screwed. Unless I'm out in the yard, actually in the yard, I can't even go to the garage, because that's what happened yesterday. I just walked over to the garage and back, and the fox came into the yard. So I've got to come up with something. I think I'm going to change my my weapon. I think I might go down to a 22, and a little less bang, and maybe it's easier on Doug. But I'm going to have to. It's time to get the other weapons out. Something else, a little more. A little quieter. A fox, 22 and a fox, no problem. Little animal, nice clean headshot, and it'll be over. So I think I'm gonna have to get the other gun out, and I gotta figure something out. I'm gonna get the ladder up that tree, and I'm gonna see what kind of view I can get from up there, because I think if I sat up there and threw some bait down, now that I know this fox is, especially if I have the ducks in lockdown for a couple days, he's gonna be hungry. And there's a really good chance that he's going to come back. He's going to get a lot more a lot more courage, more brazen, and come right into the yard. So a couple days of lockdown, I think will actually bring him out. Because right now, he basically what he's doing, he's waiting till the ducks go around the edge of the property, and he's sort of like darting into the edge of the lawn and getting what he wants and back out. So maybe I might even have to put a dog cage down in the swamp and put a duck in it, which is not, I'll get a nice quacking female or something real loud, and put her in the dog cage and put it down there, and then go up in the tree and just wait for the guy, and pluck him off with the 22, and I'll figure something out. We're gonna get him. Just lots of things to do as it is here, but wasting all this time hunting a predator, massive time waste. Okay, we've got the storm is finally hit here. I want to just show you the ducklings. Just look at them. They're silly fools, standing up straight as an arrow. Now some of them are up there underneath there. You take a look. You can see here. Now the rain's coming on hard enough right now. It's screwing the focus up. So a little duckling. Look at that one right there. That's so funny. Now this is a major cloudburst we're having here. They're so silly. Now if it was cold out, I would have brought them all inside, but it's gorgeous out. A little bit of water won't hurt them right now. If they can if they can play in the bathtub in 55-degree water, 30-degree cloudburst, 30 degrees Celsius, 55-degree water Fahrenheit there. I'm screwing you guys up with the two measurement system here, but just look at this. They're so funny. And then we've got the adults here. I'll give you a shot of the adults here because I've got them locked up today. Oh, they're standing up in the rain too. Everybody's enjoying the rain here. Unfortunately, the ducks are locked up. So I get the spot situation here. But let me zoom back in for you there. Sorry about the zoom in, but if I don't, it's harder for me to aim the camera. This is officially, I guess, the first rainstorm for the ducklings. Well, actually, no, they were out once before, but it was too early in the morning and they got cold. So, we got some that are smart that are underneath the cover, and the others are standing out enjoying it. But these guys on the fence are crazy. All huddled together in the rain. Silly ducklings. They're trying to clean themselves. They're lifting their feet up, doing their faces. It's absolutely beautiful. It's so warm. Okay, we got a duckling. Okay, we got a duckling on the adult side. Look at that. Alright, we got an escapee that's gone to the other side. Oops, sorry about the bad camera there, guys.
About an hour and a half ago, I put their food underneath the tarps. Thankfully, I did that. I put the food underneath there so it wouldn't get soaked. It's good downpour. Oh, some of them are heading in the barn. They're cleaning themselves from the puddle. Ducklings hiding underneath the log. The same thing. Oh, we got a whole bunch just ran out of the barn. They're coming out of the barn. Really duck. Some have figured out the end of the tree. Some have not. It's a good rainstorm. It's not going to last long though. It looks like about 20 minutes it'll be over. Okay, now that there's a big pool of water at the far end, they all ran down to play in the water. There's a big pool of water there. Look at them going. As soon as the rain, it's just calming down now here. And they were like running, and actually some of them were sliding across the water, belly surfing. And like they just cleared out, well look at this here, this whole bunch in the front, almost all of them ran to the back of the pen to get in the water. Look at them, they're ducklings. They're so funny. The camera's not focusing, or it is, or maybe it is focusing on my eyes. It's blurry because I'm doing this without a camera, or without glasses. It looks blurry to me, so I don't know what I'm getting at. But they're running all over the pen here in the rain. Oh, we got a big rush to the barn. They rush to the barn, they come out of the barn, back to the barn, into the barn, and the sun is trying to come out, so it's going to be over soon. The maybe's going to go through the roof here shortly. I brought the Muscovies inside. They were actually inside, they're not in the back deck. I didn't take a chance of my plywood being good enough to cover everything. So as soon as it stops raining, I'll put them back outside. Nothing like a feces-laden mud puddle to play in. Look at little ducks. Oh my god, they're so cute. And here comes the sun, I think. Well, that was a short-lived storm. It was supposed to come down like 1.5 inches of water in an hour. But I guess it's moving far too quick. Oh, the power on the house just came back on. They're definitely enjoying the rain. And we've got that one duckling that's in with the adults, which when it stops raining, I'm going to go over and put them back. So, you know, I got maybe a hunch my adults I might not even have them separated. I like how that little guy snuck through. Because I've got it so that they can't get through. Obviously not good enough. Just look at them going. There, anywhere there's water, they're playing. Some serious duckling fun happening out there.
Well, that was actually quite a pathetic storm. But they did have a tornado warning in effect, actually exactly for my area. Actually, exactly my area. They were, telling me to go indoors. It was pretty funny. But I'm just looking here. Everybody's cleaning themselves up now. Sun's coming out and it's really warm. The adult ducks are wanting out, but I can't because of the fox situation. But everybody's all cleaned up. Nice little rainstorm. It was a good downpour. And it didn't take long for the ducks to embrace it and, have some fun. And the sun's coming out, it's nice and warm.
And the duckies, they're enjoying this. They're really enjoying it. They're having a mud fest now. Down there they're playing in the mud. Hang on, I hit the camera so I can see the screen here. The sun's coming out, so it's nice. They got a glare here. But I gotta go in here and we're gonna catch that the one escapee. I think what he did was that he climbed over the rock here and went into the other side. But he, the adult ducks aren't really bothering with him. It's strange, man. If that was a chicken, they'd be pounding on him. Actually, I'm more worried about my chickens causing any problems with the ducks than the ducks. So I'm going to catch this little guy and put him back with his friends.
Well, this is really strange because we've known, like, so far, the Rouens seem to be the ones that we're having the most problem with. Well, not the most, the Muscovy are having the most problem, but today all the early ducklings are Rouens. I'm just looking. See the top tray, there's nothing yet, but I'm there's all I've got is lots of black ducks, which are the Rouens. Like every duckling that's hatching here, they're all Rouens. Like that tray, there's nothing yet in this tray. That one back there, it's a Rouen also. The window's a little bit fogged up here, but it's just I got a Rouen over here too. Like it's and then the Muscovy's nothing. The Muscovy tray, it's nothing. I think it's death. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens here tomorrow. As far as ducklings, what's the final count? So I'm going outside. Like I said, I'm working on the. I didn't say this earlier, but I'm working on the ducklings' new home outside. I got to get it done because tomorrow I got to have the barn ready for the first wave of ducklings to move down there. Well, everybody, I've been going out here really hard because I wanted to modify my my trapping system for tonight, and I'm going to try something a little different. I'm going to hunt the little guy. I'm going to bait him. So what we're doing here tonight, after the raccoons last night moving the trap on me, I've decided I was talking to my buddy, and I don't know why I never thought of it. He uses rebarb to hammer through the cage so that the coons can't move around, because he's actually had at his place, he's actually had coons help other coons escape out of the live traps. So he said, but once you use the rebarb so that they can't get it, so they can't flip the cages, it makes a big difference. So what I've done, I've taken last night's duck leg, and I've got it hanging here by a wire. I don't know if you can see this. I'm trying to get the camera here to show you. It's hanging there by a wire. So and I've got a rebarb going through here that's nailed it, pounded to the ground, and this one's on an angle, so the trap can't be moved. Now I've got that trap there. Now, sorry about that. I've got that trap there for tonight when I'm sleeping, because the coons come at night. Now what I'm doing here is I've got a dog cage, and I'm going to put a squawking female in here, and as you can see I got a little target here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay up there on the hot tub, and I'm just going to put the ducks all away, and I'm going to get my 22 out with the scope, and I'm going to do well, first I'm going to have a shower because I've been going rotten all day. I'm stinking real bad here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go have a shower. I'm going to put the ducks away, have a shower, and then come back out, and I'm going to do a test shot with the 22 to see exactly where my 22 is hitting at this range. Then I'm going to put the duck in there, and then I'm going to lay there and just wait, and probably get eaten live by mosquitoes. But I know he'll come. It's, you know, as soon as the ducks are in the pen and it gets a little darker, you know, that fox is going to come right up that trail, and I'm going to nail him with the 22, and hopefully it's a nice clean headshot. I like those headshots. If it's not a head, it's going to be a chest. Right through the vital organs. So, but if you know, if he comes back tonight before I get too tired, I'm going to get him. And if I don't get him tonight, I'll get him tomorrow. But I'm going to get him because I'm sick of this. Today the ducks were locked up, like with that storm we had, and I was inside and I couldn't let them out. You know, the ducks didn't get to free range till like 2 o'clock this afternoon, which is a pain. And you know, they need to get out of the pen so I can get cut down on the feces in the pen. So, anyways. So that's what I'm up to tonight, and if I can get a shot of the action, I'll give you a shot. If I can't, you know, I'm sorry, I can't. Alright people, I've already took 5 test shots here to make sure the little 22, I haven't fired my 22, and it's got, I'm trying to think since I had the rabbit outbreak here, which has been about 3 years, and I forgot how hard it is to shoot with glasses and a scope. For some reason I'm better with open sights, I don't know. But in this situation, low light scope is going to help bring a little more light into the target area. But it's just an old Mossberg. Actually, this is this gun here. It's a sweet old 22. I think it's a 1955, 15 in the stock. It's a pain in the ass loading it, but it's a sweet little gun. It's got a hair trigger, and you can dump 15 rounds in about 3 seconds. So then that's if it's clean. If it's not clean, it jams up. It's a nasty gun that way. If it's not, you got to clean it all the time, and you got to use really good ammo. Use cheap ammo. It jams up about the number 16 shot. So on the 16th round, she starts jamming. So you need good ammo and a clean gun, and you can fire like, you know, a couple hundred rounds before it'll jam. And it's always the dirt that jams it. Where I remember as a young lad, we used to shoot like 1,000 rounds in an afternoon, and it never jammed. So just give you an idea of how the ammunition is deteriorated in quality. You know, I can't even get 1,000 rounds to go through. I can't get 200 without a jamming, and I buy good ammunition. So right now I'm using hollow point. I've got the, I'll show you here. I've got the duck down there. I've got the Rouen. She's in there, and she's done some quacking. She's in the dog cage. It has really small slats in it, so there's no way anything can get at her. There's my target here. I don't know if we can get a shot now, but that's what I hit here. So it's about 200 feet, 225 feet, and I was 1 inch off a dead center. So that's I won't be able to do a head shot. It's going to have to be a body shot. I don't want to take a chance on missing this guy. But you know, 22 through a fox's body, he's gonna die. You know, a good chest shot, and he'll be dead quick. So I won't be able to film this because it's getting darker, and I'm just gonna sit out here and suffer with mosquitoes, and hopefully, you know, we get something happening here. I can get rid of this thing tonight, so we can get back to normal free ranging.